It is a question that makes almost every man instinctively cringe just thinking about it. What actually happens if a man loses his testicles? Whether it happens due to a medical emergency like cancer, a severe accident, or historical practices, the biological aftermath is something many are secretly curious about. Welcome back to Men Uncovered. Today, we are stripping away the myths and answering the 5 major questions every person wants to know about this mind-blowing topic. Let's dive straight in. Question 1. Can a man survive without them? And what is his life expectancy? The immediate answer is yes, absolutely. While the testicles are vital for the survival of the human species because they produce sperm, they are not vital for the survival of an individual man. Unlike your heart, lungs, or kidneys, you can live a completely full life without them. In modern medicine, the surgical removal of one or both testicles is called an orchiectomy. But here is the twist regarding life expectancy. Removing them can actually make a man live significantly longer. Historical studies on castrated men, such as Korean court eunuchs, showed they lived an average of 14 to 19 years longer than intact men from the same social class. This is because high levels of testosterone can act as a double-edged sword over time. Lower testosterone reduces the lifetime risk of prostate cancer, lowers the risk of certain cardiovascular issues, and strengthens the immune system, effectively slowing down the biological aging process. Question 2. Does he live out his life as a man or a woman? Biologically, he remains 100% a man. Removing the testicles does not alter a person's DNA or change their XY chromosomes. It does not alter basic male genetic identity, nor does it transform a man into a woman. However, because the testicles are responsible for producing about 95% of a man's testosterone, removing them causes an immediate and massive hormonal crash. Without this primary male sex hormone, the body undergoes drastic physical and chemical shifts. So while he is completely a man on a genetic level, his body loses the primary fuel that drives traditional male physical characteristics. Question 3. What dramatic changes happen to his body and physical appearance? Without testosterone, the male body undergoes a massive rearrangement. First, muscle mass begins to decrease rapidly, and it becomes incredibly easy to gain body fat, particularly around the midsection and chest. Second, a man will experience intense physical symptoms similar to what women experience during menopause. This includes severe hot flashes, chronic fatigue, sudden mood swings, and a general loss of physical energy. Over the long term, body hair may thin out significantly, and bone density will drop drastically, which puts the man at a much higher risk for developing osteoporosis. Question 4. How does it impact his sex drive and ability to have children? The impact on a man's intimate life is profound. Because testosterone drives the male libido, removing its primary source usually causes a man's sex drive to drop to near zero or disappear entirely. Along with the loss of desire, achieving or maintaining an erection becomes incredibly difficult or impossible without medical intervention. When it comes to having children, the effect is permanent. The testicles are the factory for sperm production. If both are removed, a man becomes permanently infertile and cannot biologically father children naturally. Because of this, modern patients facing this surgery often choose to freeze and bank their sperm beforehand if they plan on having a family in the future. Question 5. How does modern medicine fix these side effects today? Everything we just mentioned regarding muscle loss, fatigue, and low libido is what happens if a man does absolutely nothing. But in the modern era, medicine has completely changed the game through testosterone replacement therapy, commonly known as TRT. Today, if a man loses his testicles due to trauma or testicular cancer, doctors can prescribe synthetic testosterone through daily gels, skin patches, or regular injections. This modern treatment brings the man's hormone levels back to a healthy, normal male range. With TRT, he can maintain his muscle mass, keep his energy levels high, protect his bone health, and live with a completely normal sex drive. The only thing modern TRT cannot restore is natural fertility. Conclusion. To uncover the final truth, A man can absolutely live without his testicles, and historically, it might even extend his lifespan. He remains a man genetically, but his body will experience a massive hormonal shift that changes his physical appearance and energy, unless he utilizes modern hormone therapy to restore the balance. The male body is a complex machine, and hormones are the software running the entire system. If you learned something new today, hit that like button, leave a comment below with your thoughts, and subscribe to Men Uncovered for more deep dives into the raw science of the male body. Until next time, stay curious.